Should you split the bill evenly at a group dinner? You have to pay the tab. Here's your suggestions to make it work on the Brew.
Alright, we all go out for group dinners and everybody gets something different, but should you split the bill on a group dinner?
You should. In general, that should be the general rule. Not necessarily all the time. It's always customizable. There's always going to be some couples that one will pay for the other one, or one person will get it for everybody if it's a celebration or congratulatory type of thing, or even birthdays. Yeah, you should always go into a group dinner expecting to pay your own bill, but if someone else pays it, that's not too out of the ordinary.
Yeah, I agree. I think you should split the tab pretty much evenly. There's a couple little things I would say when you shouldn't. And number one, that's if somebody arrives late and maybe they don't eat or they just have an appetizer. Or two, if part of your group, like say you have some friends, like probably you and I, that like to imbibe a little bit and have a few extra drinks. And by a few extra drinks, I mean you've had like 6 more than the rest of the group. Well, then at that point, you probably do like, all right, we got to pay a little bit more. We can't make the whole group when they've had they're drinking water and we're knocking back, prime top shelf alcohol. Then when you got the booze involved, you got to modify that plan a little bit. But for the most part, I'm saying, yeah, go ahead, split the bill evenly.
Yeah, split the bill is the general rule. And like what both Joe and I said, we both made good points about it.
Although that even works for if it's a fancy restaurant, a McDonald's, it's just across the board. Dinner's dinner, no matter where you're at, Taco Bell, chip it. Like that's the right thing to do. But our viewers, they got lots of suggestions. So are you splitting the bill evenly in a group dinner? Well, Joe says, don't make servers itemize checks. Don't go to dinner if you're worried about $20 between friends. Nation 2 says, itemize, ionize. Very nice. Matt says, you pay for what you order. If I just have a couple of beers and an appetizer, why should I pay for someone's mixed drinks, appetizer, meal, and possibly dessert? And Rockford Car says, yes, I hate nickel and dimers within reason, but if you decide to have 5 cocktails, you should have the courtesy to pay extra if everyone else had only 1. I know a couple whose liquor tab is always 5 times higher than mine, and we always split it evenly. I don't mind this happening occasionally, but when it's every outing, it's discourteous. If you drink up excessively, you should ante up. Uh-oh, do you think he's talking about us?
Shit, man, it could fall into our category, but luckily, since it's Vegas, I can only speak for here, you can just have everything paid individually very easily. So you would never run into any of those problems.
Yeah, and then also, what my friends will do, if somebody does, want to pay a little bit more, then you do the Venmo thing. Even though you're, putting your checks in, just Venmo a couple of bucks extra. I mean, there's easy ways to do this now. It's the 21st century. It's not like we're sitting there, counting out, quarters on a table and stuff.
Right. And as an example, Joe, even a couple months ago, less than a year ago when I was in New York, I bought tickets, and then Joe Venmo'd me, and it was right away back in my account. Could use it to buy beer at the game.
Yeah, nice and easy, exactly. Although I do agree with Matt Treat's comment, though, again, just like we were talking about, if you are having just a little bit of appetizers, then you can't expect somebody who just is having a little bit to pay a full price. That's keep it within reason.
Right, or just split it,
All right, well, Mary says, no, pay for your own. And Starman's got the final answer. He says, it depends who you're dining with. Your wife and kids, probably not. Ooh, I didn't even think about that. Wife and kids. Well, okay. Friends is one answer. He's right. Wife and kids, I do think you got to change this equation.
Usually when it's a wife and kids scenario or husband and kids scenario, there's already some kind of financial power structure in before you get to that point. And so you can just go with whatever you've already established.
How would you like to go out? You're out to TJI Fridays with your wife and kids, and you're like, all right, everybody, we're tripling this up. All right, little kid, you have no job, but you owe me $35 because daddy had this tall boy here.
Yeah, it's coming out of your allowance, you little bitch.
Learn how the world works, because it's damn evil, kid. Everybody's out to get your money. But yeah, a family structure like that, usually, yeah, you're right. Well, the husband and wife, they're married, so it's how do you try to divide that up? Or you take the wife out to a nice Valentine's Day seafood dinner, and you're like, hey, by the way, we're out for a date, honey. Let's split up the tab.
Right.
Yeah, that's how you stay single. All right, well, thanks for all your great answers. And you want to see more or join more conversations, click on the like, subscribe button. Right there's the deal for all the fun here on the Jersey Joe 50 YouTube channel. Speaking of that, I got to bounce out of here soon because I got dinner plans for this evening. But the crew I'm hanging out with, we have no problem with splitting up the tab evenly.
Right. Have fun getting all the way out there to Brew.
Yeah, I know. I'll be hungry by the time I get there. Several trains ahead of me. But hey, if you want to follow that trip, follow me on X or other social media because you'll probably see the photos there. All right.
No, just go to Threads.
Yeah, or threads. Yes. There you go. All right, yeah, Jersey on Iron saying thanks for watching. Have a good one, and we'll see you next time, I hope.
Click subscribe so you don't miss any of the fun or games on the Jersey Joe 50 YouTube channel. For new shows every week.